Hello everyone. This video is for those who are thinking of going into domestic security and guarding malls, churches, clubs, warehouses, or whatever else. We will provide you a list of what you should carry while on shift. Cell phone. Whether you're allowed to use it or not, you should always have it on you to call management, the owner of the facility, or 911. For serious issues, you may need to take pictures and videos for proof of the incident or evidence. And a lot of companies actually have you downloading apps to clock in and out of work. The first thing you're going to need is a duty belt. That's what's going to hold all of your equipment, and how you set it up is going to depend on the environment that you are working in. The first thing you're going to want on your duty belt is a baton. Some job sites do require them because maybe your company has a contract set up where you cannot carry a firearm at that location. I've worked with companies where they want you to run 2 non-lethals and then a lethal, so you would carry a baton and something else, maybe a taser, pepper spray. At the end of the day, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. They're pretty cheap and you can find them anywhere, and they're not very hard to use. A secondary non-lethal option is pepper spray or pepper gel. They're cheap. They are easy to use. I personally use Saber's pepper gel, and I've never had an issue with it. A first aid kit, IFAC, or at the minimum a tourniquet. You never know when a medical emergency may occur, so it's better to be prepared. Some jobs do provide medical kits, while some don't. That's something that you're going to have to talk to your company about. You'll also need handcuffs. Although you don't have the authority to arrest like a police officer, you can make a citizen's arrest if a felony is being committed. Flashlight. If you can't see through the dark, you're going to need a flashlight. Preferably, you're going to want one that's waterproof, small, and strong enough to take a good fall. Also, you are going to want chest protection, whether that be soft armor or hard armor. Again, this is all going to come down to what your company is allowing you to wear, but you need some form of protection, especially if you are carrying a firearm where you might be put in a situation where you might have bullets coming at you. And the last thing you're going to need is your firearm with your holster. This is all going to come down to personal preference and how much money you have to spend. Holsters and guns get very expensive. Some extra things that you could carry on you would be like a foldable pocket knife, binoculars, any sort of allergy medication, anything that could, maybe help you if you get a stomachache at work or anything, you can't just leave. I carry a seatbelt cutter. I did actually have a car accident happen right near a job site that I was working at, and I went over there to make sure that everybody was okay, and I almost had to use my seatbelt cutter to cut this lady out. You could also carry 550 cord with some chem lights. You can make a buzzsaw for maybe signaling, but unless you're working graveyard, you wouldn't have to carry anything like that. Maybe road flares. Again, if you're working near a highway, God forbid an accident happens nearby, you can use road flares, and then you can use your cell phone to call 911. Something about security and what equipment is good to have while on duty. I encourage you to like this video and subscribe. Have a nice day.